everybody. Welcome to another interview with one of my amazing clients. It's Monday. It's a beautiful day. My name is Brittany Budd. I'm the creator and facilitator of this fantastic community. If you're brand new, I want to welcome you. If you've been around for a while, say hello in the comments. I'm a mindset and business coach, and I help online entrepreneurs to build and scale their businesses to six figures and beyond using organic social media marketing strategies. I'm so excited to have Megan here. Megan, why don't you do us all a big favor and introduce yourself?
Hi, I what's going on right now. I am a partner with Q Sciences, who sell nutraceuticals, and I've also recently started a life coaching business. I'm a mother, and I'm just trying to spend more time at home.
Totally get it. Absolutely. Tell us how you got into life coaching. What was the catalyst for that?
A few things that were the catalyst for that. I had started work this business, and I'd worked with a coach previously last summer. I was thinking about opening a legal business, and through working with her and doing some various in the Q Sciences business, I decided, after seeing how easy that it seemed, Facebook and groups and all of that stuff, that I was just going to take the dive and go for it, and you will.
Yes, I love this.
One of the stopping factors for me previously was my own head. Your mind tells you so many times why you can't do something, and it very rarely.
Yes, so good. Oh, I love this for you. This is so much fun. So, how long have you been life coaching at this point?
About a month.
I love it.
So very, 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 very new.
Yeah. When you were thinking about making the jump to becoming a life coach, what were some of the internal struggles that you were having? Because I know there are so many people who are like, oh, I'd love to be a coach, but and then they have all of these thoughts swirling around their minds of why they shouldn't do it or couldn't do it. What was going on for you, and what happened to make you say, no, this is happening, I'm doing it?
Well, even though it's not a regulated thing, you don't have to have any formal education, training, certificates or anything. I still always felt like that was one of my roadblocks mentally, is that, you have to be, and for people to really, take an interest in you, you probably need to do some sort of education course. You can't just, wave around and say, here I am. And that was one of those things that I know there's no, like, those courses will add value to my knowledge base, but for not having them. My voice matters, the personal experiences that I've been through, and, why stop myself from helping others just because I don't have certain.
Ooh, that's so powerful. Tell everybody why it's important to you that you do this work.
Oh, so many women just don't have confidence. There's so many things that beat us down and tell us you're not pretty enough, you're not qualified enough, and not enough people in this world in themselves, their experiences, their voice, the contribution of others around them, whether they feel like they can or not. I think it was just a couple weeks ago I made a post, and a gal that I know through my paralegal work, she commented that it really hit home and it's in her day. And it was one of those posts that I just made on a whim, like I didn't even think much of it. And so it just goes to show that you voice and it does help other people, whether you realize it or not.
Yeah. Ooh, that's so good. I love that you just mentioned that. Like the fact that you just like wrote a post on a whim, it was just you were kind of inspired, you wrote it, and it's impacting people. And I think that that's so important for people to realize that when we're just sharing from our hearts, it does impact other people. We don't have to put a lot of effort into planning these meticulous posts. Like it's just, hey, I'm speaking from my heart, and other people resonate with it and appreciate it. I love that you shared that.
Yeah, it's funny how the your natural voice, when it comes out and there's no ulterior motive, came to a thought that might benefit somebody, how that really does just resonate with other people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so good. Okay, so let's talk about before you and I started working together. So Megan is one of my masterminders from the February class. What was going on in your business? What were you thinking and feeling before you applied to be accepted into the February class?
Oh, it's so funny that you asked this. I had been a part of your group for probably about 6 watching. Like I said, I was thinking about freelance paralegal business. And then kind of when you opened up the February class, I had literally just within a couple of days before that joined Q Science business. And no, I knew nothing about direct sales or selling. I primarily just used Facebook for keeping up to date with friends and other people, and didn't even do much posting, my lurker, if you will,
Yeah.
like habitual lurker. And so when you opened up the mastermind for it, but I knew that it was something that I had to take advantage of. I knew that I wanted to work with you, but trying to come up with the funds to do it was just a very, very difficult thing for me. So this mastermind was a perfect group setting and learning and interacting with the other girls, who are fantastic, by the way.
They really are.
And or less, because that was something that I could afford. Like I could figure it out and break it into smaller chunks and make it budget wise commitment.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. So you talked about working with other coaches before, and that was for the paralegal side, or was that also for the life coaching?
Nope, that was strictly the paralegal side. Figure out what needed to be done as far as opening up a paralegal freelance business, because she herself owned one. It's interesting to work with her to, the mindset shifting from employee to business owner, and contracts in place and fee schedule. And if you've thought about, what hours you're going to be open, and just most people don't think much of until after the fact.
Mm, so true. So when you were applying for the mastermind or considering it, what hesitancies were you having while you were trying to make that decision?
Oh, to be, it was just the money. Not that I'm stretched thin or anything, but then, and extra money that you didn't anticipate spending, you have to figure out what you're going to cut work into the budget.
Mm-hmm.
Was more or less the biggest thing. Like I said, I've been following you for a personality is very similar to a couple of my friends and my sister, and so I knew that we would jive with you.
I love that. I think that's so cool. Awesome. So, as you're talking about the money aspect, what objections did you have to overcome when it came to making that investment in yourself?
Most people don't spend a lot of money investing in themselves. Let's be honest. You take a paralegal, you take continuing legal education classes, but those range anywhere from $50 to $200, depending on what it is and the subject title. And so just figuring out, this is the most time into myself and my personal growth, so, are you worth it? Absolutely. Is it going to pay off in the long run? So in that regard, it wasn't too much of a, talk myself into it type of a thing. It was a, how do I figure out how to?
Yeah. And what was, you say, like, how did I have to figure this out? How did you come to the decision of how am I going to figure this out?
Oh, I had a conversation with my husband, not because I needed his permission or anything, is off of to figure out, what could be moved here or how could we do this there. A savings account. And so we figured the first couple of payments could come out of that. I had a couple of credit cards we figured to pay you with, as part of a profit type of a thing. By that point, then I could use the credit cards and move things around as needed. So that's kind of just where it came from, like it was worked up from taxes than anticipated, and got some extra stimulus money from the good old American government, offset some of those balances.
Let's talk about your husband for a second. When you had this conversation with him, was he like already right on board, or was he having some hesitancies? How did that conversation go?
With the life coaching?
With the investment?
Oh, the investments. His thought process was the same as mine. Like, you need somebody to help you start and get going and figure it out faster, to figure it out with somebody who's already done it, than making my own mistakes and stumbling through it for the next 2 or 3 years. He really didn't have any objections.
Oh, that's so good. I love that. Because a lot of husbands do have objections when the wives want to spend money.
My poor husband, I'll tell you that. Well, it's really funny too, because I've made major career changes before, and every time I come to him with an idea like, hey, honey, I've got this wild hair, his head laughs and says, let's go for it. Like, he just doesn't even care anymore, because he knows that I'm kind of like, and if I'm passionate and I'm driven, it's going to happen one way or another.
I love that. That's amazing. That is so good. I love that. Let's talk about after you made the application and I sent you the letter and I was like, you're in, let's do this. What were your thoughts and feelings then?
Well, you got back to me pretty quickly. So she's still taking applications and I already got accepted. This is fantastic. I wonder what it was about me that's like, yes, this has to be somebody I work with. So it was very excited. I was like, holy, it was just really cool, because I was certain you had a lot of applications, because you've got a very cool personality. Who wouldn't want to?
Ah, that is so sweet. Thank you. So I didn't accept everybody. Not everybody got in. So yes, I was very picky about who I wanted to be involved. So I love having you a part of it. Super fun. Okay. My next question for you is, what has surprised you most about my process?
How simple and how easy it is to duplicate on a daily basis.
So good.
There's no, you have to post it this time, this time, this time. It has to be X, Y, and Z. Like, it's very open and easy.
Thank you for saying that. I love this. Tell me why you're glad to be a part of the February class of the Mastermind.
I think that right now the most is the girls that you've chosen to be with me. I feel like we all find value in everything that we're all doing. So it's not only that we're getting benefit, Val's starting a masterclass, I think tomorrow. That sounds super intriguing, and I'm going to do that with her because I'm very interested. Erin's got a visibility group, and Q Science is with me and in other aspects that need visibility. So, I'm promoting her doing this because Erin's really awesome, and I'm a part of her group because, again, it's just really cool, like, to see everybody's different of expertise.
That's so good. I think when you're creating a mastermind or you're considering applying for a mastermind, it's really important that the people that you're in with are going to be like a good support system and like become friends and like the business bestie thing, because entrepreneurship is such a lonely road sometimes. And so I love that you're touching on how you girls are all supporting one another. And yeah, there's a really diverse group this time. Like there's life coaching, there's style coaching, there's network marketing, there's OBMs, there's Medicare sales, there's sales professionals, like we're all over the place. So I love that you touched on that. I think that that's so important because like I'm sure you've heard me share
Yeah, I
some of
really do
my
think that we all
story.
find value with each other.
Yeah. I think you've heard me share some of my story from, past years of like, I was bullied and I kind of was isolated and I never felt like I belonged. And so when I was creating this, and I think that if you're considering applying for something like this, it's important that there's very much a mentality of everyone can sit with us. Like it's not clicky. And that's also why I kept it so small. Like I only have a dozen girls in the February class. Like I wanted it to be very tight knit, very close. I was only going to take 10, but we had some amazing applicants, so I took a couple extras. And I love seeing you guys support one another. I think that that's like one of the most important things in the entire thing. So I love that that's the thing that you're most glad about.
It really is.
Yes. Tell me why it has already paid off for you in the first 2 months, just being a part of it.
Oh, through, your guidance with the consistent posting and nature. I've already seen three different rank ups with my Q Sciences company. I have 3 business partners and several customers, and with my life coaching business, I've got. I'm currently trying to take some people to help me develop some of my systems to get them in place, and I just feel like everything's lining up really nicely.
Love it. So good. You're doing amazing things. What challenges have you overcome since joining?
Ooh, a lot of it's been mindset. You know, you go through ups and downs. You've got waves of emotions, if you will, and you just gotta kind of let things play. Where your feelings are coming from, where the thoughts are coming from, if they're valid, if they're the brain from failure and other things, and just working through all of those processes has been I didn't think about before that I'm more mindful of now, posting with intent and getting over social imposter syndrome and just all of the things.
Yeah. Oh, so good. How have your results thus far impacted you and your life?
Oh, the extra money that I've seen come in has been really, really helpful. helpful. Helped some family members a little bit, and yeah, I mean, it's just been helpful. I'm eventually hoping to get freedom of time, but currently working my 2 businesses, and I'm still in a, 8 to 5 job on top of that. It's going to be a process, but I'm hoping eventually to get freedom of the financial freedom.
Yeah. And that's definitely coming for you. Just as you said, like you're getting life coaching clients, you're adding more people to your Q Science business, you've up ranked 3 times. Like it's definitely snowballing for you. What would you say to
Got to start somewhere.
Yes. What would you say to someone who is currently thinking about applying for the May class?
Don't wait. You have to do it. The benefit that you're going to get from the class setting, from the group setting with all of the different people, is going to be phenomenal. Sessions, even if you don't have anything that you're bringing to the table, just learning and observing from the others and things that will come down the road that you may not even realize at the moment.
So good. Do you have any other pearls of wisdom that you would love to share with the audience?
Believe in yourself, get out of your own way, and enjoy life to the fullest.
So good. Megan, how can everyone find you?
I can be found on my Facebook groups. I've got Limitless. I've got Natural Support for Health and Wellness. Drop the links in the comment section when the video is finished and you posted it.
Perfect. That would be so amazing. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for spending some time with me and chatting about your business and your business journey so far. It's been so fun.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. All right, friends. I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I will be back on Thursday with another interview. I'll be talking with Lisa McDonald. She's a meditation coach. If you have questions for Megan, please feel free to drop them in the comments, and she will be dropping her links also so you can go connect with her. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you all later. Bye.